I'm Daphne Goode at the Cowichan Trade Centre. We're continuing our look at Vancouver Island University this week. Thanks for joining us on Go Island, Cowichan Valley. On today's show, food security on Vancouver Island, celebrating female artists who are 66 to 99 years of age, and bright futures are being carved at the Cowichan Trade Centre. All that and more on Go Island, Cowichan Valley.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network.
Operated by Vancouver Island University, the Cowichan Trade Centre is a repurposed educational facility serving both high school students and adults seeking trades career training. Keith Chiquen is the instructional director.
Well, we've had a close partnership with our local school district, and that led us to trying to find a facility because many of our trades programs were being offered in school district buildings. As you probably have heard, the school district went through a restructuring and closed some schools, and so they needed the space that they were loaning to VIU. In the consultation, this particular school, elementary school, Cowichan, was slated to be closed. It coincided with a grant that we were given by government to offer welding for Aboriginal students. So we didn't have a location, but we had the grant money. The school district, in very short order, agreed to lease us this space and build a welding facility that we could offer this programming in, and it's been a tremendous success. There's a predicted significant shortage of tradespeople coming in the near future. That's predicted by both industry and government. The timing, therefore, couldn't be better for this relationship. This center will allow people who live in the Cowichan Valley to get training and then eventually to go to where the jobs are. People know if you're in a trade, the term journeyman or journey person applies because usually you have to travel to find work. We're not expecting for the 100 students who are here today to find work next year in the Cowichan Valley, but they will have an opportunity to get high-paying jobs in industry in British Columbia and elsewhere.
So are you getting a lot of attention from government? Are they proud of this facility as it stands right now?
Government has told us they're exceedingly impressed with what we're doing, both because it's a partnership with the school district and our local First Nation, but also because we've repurposed a building that was going to be decommissioned as a school. It happens to be in an industrially zoned area, and it'll give us an opportunity to take people who would otherwise have to travel to Victoria or Nanaimo or off-island to find this training. Mm-hmm. Our HVAC program, for example, is the only training place on Vancouver Island. And so this allows people to commute a short distance and get excellent training. Currently we have a hairdressing program, 2 sections of heating, ventilation, air conditioning, refrigeration, HVAC, 2 sections of welding, a carpentry program, and some other introduction to trades programs as well. We're hoping to expand that program mix in the near future.
We asked these students why they've chosen a trades education.
Well, I kind of decided that this is kind of the trade I wanted to do because it's kind of like mechanical, electrical. It's a whole bunch of different things mixed into one.
And I understand you learned about trades because you went away to Alberta. Tell me about how you really learned to understand that trades would be better than laboring.
Well, up in Alberta, laborers kind of get treated like the end of the stick. They don't really get treated very well because they're disposable, but when you have a trade, you have a lot more worth, I guess you would say. But yeah, it's just a lot better getting a trade. We get a red seal in gas fitting and also HVAC, so that's good all across Canada.
I've been in the trades for 8 years. I started in carpentry when I don't know, I just felt like I wanted to be closer to my grandfather, who I lost, so I started in carpentry and I loved it. I really loved every part of it, so.
That's a lot of working with your hands, but it also takes good mathematics, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I loved math in high school, so kind of fell into the right trade. And welding requires a lot of math as well. So.
And why are you at the Cowichan Trade Centre in particular?
To do the welding level C course.
I'm in level C welding.
And how are you enjoying it?
Oh, it's what I was cut out for. There's the perfectionism involved, and I've always had that attention to detail, and you got to get it right. Dave always says, you can have the best welder in the world, but if he's working on crappy material, it's not going to work.
I'm taking carpentry.
And tell me about your background and what led you to choose to come to this center.
I'm just from Thetis over there, right? So my dad, he was a carpenter, and my brother took the course last year. And so I figured I'd take it this year and carry down the line and get a ticket under my belt and then make money.
Financial gain is perhaps part of the motivation for some students, but how is the quality of instruction at the center?
Very, very good here. We have really good instructors. My instructor Larry is one of the top instructors here, I'd say.
It's actually very comfortable. I've thought about how uncomfortable I was going to be before I started, but when I got right into the class, it was almost like family. It's full of laughter, and I'm just like one of the guys, so it's really interesting. I think Dave Drury has been one of the best instructors that I've run into, and he's really good with explaining hands-on and as well as running you through theory. He stops and he discusses a lot of things with us so that we have really good understanding of how everything works.
Oh yeah. Between Dave, Mike, and Doug, I think there's about 50, 60 years of experience in welding there.
Upon graduation, what does the future hold for these Cowichan Trade Center students?
They don't really notice it now, but the trades are coming out really, really strong. We need a lot more tradespeople, and they're not having those yet.
How long do you intend to work in your life?
Well, with this trade, it pays really, really well. The HVAC pays really well, and I'm not too sure. I guess as long as I need to.
Yeah. So you might retire early.
Possibly, yes.
I have a union job lined up, so I actually have a few jobs lined up. It just depends on when I graduate and how comfortable, which area I feel most comfortable in. But I'm really interested in welding. I think I'll stick with welding.
I started to get more interested because I had a 1975 truck, and it was a decent shape, but there's some patches that I wanted to fix myself, and so my dad bought a little MIG welder, and I tried it. I was like, I don't know how to do this, but then the opportunity for this course came up, and now I realize what MIG welder is. Metal inert gas welding. That's what MIG stands for, and we didn't have the gas part. We just had the metal, so that's why it didn't work. I know this now because I'm in the course.
Oh, I like working with my hands. I mean, I'm horrible at bookwork, and ever since I was a kid, I've always liked cutting things up and nailing things together and building things. And I mean, I can't read something, but if I see a picture of how it's built, I'll build it, no problem. I'll be in here till the end of August, and then I go back to high school and finish off my grade 12, and then up north.
We'll take a quick break next, and then take a look at employment possibilities for trade students. James Green will also celebrate female artists who are 66 to 99 years of age. All that after the break.